My mother scoffed that my pain was just nerves, but the truth was slicing me apart. I stood in the dim hallway, clutching a $1,943 catering receipt, a bag of pastries cutting into my arm. 6 months of crippling abdominal pain had left me 12 pounds lighter, barely able to eat, nights spent curled up in agony. I'd slipped in through the side entrance, quiet as always, hoping to ease the load for my mother's big day. Her voice floated from the dining room. Ellen Harper, Chief of Staff at Mercy General, dismissive as ever. "Just toss all 5 kids on her," she said, her tone sharp. "She's got no real problems." Her husband, Greg, chuckled. "She's covering the food bill," he added. "Let her deal with the brats." The receipt crumpled in my fist. I hadn't told them I'd paid for the catering, wanting to make her promotion gala flawless. I thought they'd be grateful. Ellen's voice cut again. "She'll handle it. She always does." I backed out silently, retreating to my car. The engine hummed to life, but I sat still, the cold seeping in, wondering when I'd become their default fixer. Ellen wasn't cruel, not openly. She called weekly, sent birthday texts. But somewhere, I'd shifted from daughter to utility, the one who never said no. At home, I smoothed the receipt on my counter, staring. What was I giving and what was I getting? Sleepless, her words looped. "Toss all 5 kids on her." I recalled every yes. When Greg's transfer kept him away, I'd managed school runs, cooked, cleaned. When Ellen's niece, Clara, had her second baby, I watched her toddler for days. No rest, just expectations. My brother, Nate, lives in Idaho, quiet, asking little. But Ellen stayed local, and local became always there, then responsible for everything. It started with small favors, holiday prep, then childcare. Just for now. It never stopped. Ellen had promised a break. After Labor Day, she'd sipped coffee in my kitchen. "You've done enough, Hannah. We'll handle the gala. Just come." I believed her. So I prepaid the catering, my gift to make her night shine. I wanted us to be a family, not a checklist. But her words in the dining room shattered that. I wasn't there to celebrate. I was there to pay, babysit, and disappear. At 3 a.m., I jotted a list on a scrap of paper. Every event I'd planned, every task I'd taken. What I got stayed blank. By morning, it wasn't pettiness, it was truth. Last Easter, I'd cooked for 20, scrubbed until dawn. Greg's parents got the guest suite. I got a sleeping bag on the floor. My birthday passed without a word from Ellen or Nate. At their vow renewal, I'd fixed decorations, but the photos? I was missing, a shadow cleaning up while they smiled. I flipped the paper. What they assume versus what I want. They assume I'm fine with endless babysitting, that my time's free, that I'll pay. I want to be invited, not tasked. To share, not serve. To be seen. A memory hit. My friend Lila's call in October. "Come to my ranch for the holidays," she'd said. "We'll drink wine. Let the kids do the work." I declined. Family first. Now I hesitated over her number, dawn painting my walls gold. I canceled the catering next day. "You'll get $1,050 back," the clerk said. I hung up, lighter. I wrote, "You set your own worth." I mailed it to myself, a vow. Ellen texted twice, no words. I didn't reply. The silence felt like mine. I packed a duffel, jeans, a journal, a mug, and booked a motel near Lila's ranch. Driving out of Boise, the highway unfurled, winter light sharp. Past Nampa, I turned off my phone. I pictured Ellen at 7, bringing me a lumpy clay heart, proud. When did she start handing me burdens instead? At Lila's, the holiday was warm, unhurried. Neighbors brought bread, shared stories under a starry sky. No tasks, just presents. My phone buzzed, Ellen. I answered after a pause. "Where are you?" she snapped. "I'm not coming," I said. "I heard you and Greg. I'm not your nanny or your bank." She stumbled, but I continued. "I paid for it all. I canceled it. I'm done being your shadow." I hung up, shut off the phone, and sank into Lila's laughter. The next morning was serene, stew simmering, no chaos. Friends arrived with pies, and I had a seat, not a role. I was Hannah, not the fixer. On the 26th, Ellen, Greg, and Clara arrived, faces taut. "You wrecked the gala," Greg said. We had to scramble. I let them vent, then spoke. "I didn't wreck anything. I stopped carrying your weight." They left, silent, the door clicking shut. 2 months later, I spend Fridays at a cafe, reading in sunlight. Wednesdays, I sort donations at a shelter, no strings. Ellen's texted once, no reply needed. I'm not angry, I'm free. I cook for joy, keep lilies on my table, say no when it's true. The silence is my own now, a home I've built, not a void I fill.